Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. I'm going to show you a couple of, clips, not a video action, but just some information that might help you with scoring your tank XP. Okay, just to give you a little bit of an example of a couple of different ways that I did it. I had a couple of really great games. Thought I would show those to you, share the details, but it's not really about watching the actual battle. It doesn't really matter. The first one I'm going to show you is the one you see here, the M3 Lee, and the second one is going to be the Tier 4 Matilda. Now these are basic tech tree tanks. You can go buy them. They're not expensive, and they're not super fancy, but they get the job done in case you don't have them. So let's go check out this M3 Lee and see what I did. Okay, now as you can see here, I was on the cliff map, had a medium length game, 6.5 minutes. In that game, 4 kills, 1800 damage, and you get massive, and I mean massive, tank XP in a multiplayer game like this. Check it out right here. Hit the trigger. Absolute sickness. So this is what I was talking about when I say try running tier 3, tier 4 to score, especially if these are tanks where you're an expert, and I'm an expert M3 Lee player. Now I did lose 28,000 silver, but whatever, dude. I can get that back like this in Cold War, no troubles. Did get like 4,400 commander points, which was pretty good. I run a 3-star commander in this Lee, and okay, that's the banked XP. So yeah, this guy's got 8 skills. And as you see, he's working his way up. He's about 1/3 of the way up on the 9th skill. So it's got this guy set up. This is a long term. Whenever I play Lee, it's just the same thing every time. Fireman commander, butt kicking scoring is always on the table, and that's the point. Here we have the Tier 4 Matilda. This is the plain Jane tech tree. Again, not an expensive tank, but super effective when you have it set up correctly. And let me show you what I did in one of the games yesterday. Alright, here we go. This is the top game that I had in the Matilda. Made 25 grand. So that counteracted the money that I lost on that Lee game. And I played this after I played the Lee, so it was like I didn't have to go to Cold War. I got all that money back in one game here because I uncorked a real monster game. And as you can see, 9,800 commander points. Now I did have a ×2 booster for commander on this tank, but 4 kills, almost 2,200 damage. It was an absolute monster performance. 7 minutes 44 seconds, middle range, longer than most games, but I wouldn't say it was a long game. It was I would say a extended middle range type of game. But tremendous stuff here. As you can see, killer things to notice. And I noticed this recently, that I get a sniper medal in almost every Matilda game. So if you need to get sniper medal, ta-da, Matilda is one of the ways to go. All right, got a steel shell proof, which is nice, and the rest of it is pretty basic, but it was a first class badge. Mastery ace badge, and this dude is way over like 2,400 or 2,500 damage. It was close-ish, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to get a good game. Let's go check out the experience. And here you go, right there, 1,800 in one game. So this is really the thing I was talking about. You play something that you're an expert at playing, whatever tier it is, it doesn't matter, where you could score. You're going to have some decent games. You'll have some less than decent, because sometimes, let's just face it, the guys they stick me with are morons. That's just the way it is, okay? And then other games, you have a chance to compensate for morons. And that's how you get these monster scoring games. You don't score 2,100 unless you have some idiots on your team, okay? And if you kill 7, 8 guys or more, which I have done, that's where you have idiots on your team and you're compensating for their idiocy, or you're able to compensate in the situation, all right? So it's one of those things, a double-edged sword. I don't like having idiots, but sometimes it does work in your favor. But I would rather not have idiots. That's just me. So nothing really super, weird here. Just want to give you some basic examples of what I meant when I say find something you're good at, play it, and play it some more, and do what you can. Now, I had some other ones, like I said, that weren't that great, but we're looking to see top end. You saw 1,600 was the best Lee game that I had yesterday in damage. 2177 is the best Matilda game I had in damage yesterday. So today's another day. I'll go do some more of that. If you want to, you get a more consistent result, 300 or 400 points, if you're playing co-op. You're not going to get the big boys like that. Would end up, you're going to get about a third of whatever you would get in multiplayer. So this one was 1,800. I probably would have got 600, for the same performance in a co-op game. So it's not as profitable in co-op, but the games tend to be a little bit shorter, and it's less of a hassle. Because you don't have to worry so much about having idiots throw your games away, because they just let guys walk right into your base, killing whatever they run into, artillery, snipers, what have you. And it happens all the time. The one weakness of Matilda is that it's slow, and reaction time when a guy comes through because you have a line of imbeciles back there, sometimes there's not much you can do. You can still score, but you're just not going to score like this. You got to have, somebody that's doing something right to get some good scoring. So hopefully this will help you out while you're working on your chest earner. You got to pound those chest earners, and the reason you got to pound them is you got to hope, cross your fingers, to get a good result out of those chest earners. You don't want to get stuck with 50s, but it happens. But if you don't do both of them this week, you've thrown an opportunity away to get a big result. And the thing is, we know Halloween tanks are coming. In the preview, it showed you the wizard tank, and it showed you that I don't know, tank with the tree on the barrel or whatever. I'm looking forward to seeing both of those, more so for the wizard, but hey, I'm going to keep an open mind. Maybe the witch tank is cool. Who knows? I assume that it would be, at least decent. So keep your eyes open for that. This is why you want to take and maximize every opportunity you have to get those chests, score those golds. It can make a difference. All it takes is one lucky 1,000 gold war chest, and then woohoo, jackpot. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope this helps you out, gives you some idea and perspective. Look forward to seeing you guys in another video. And as always, like and subscribe.